Okay, good morning. Welcome to
FunMath97.
FunMath97. This is actually a neat little chapter in Art of Problem Solving's algebra book involving, in the chapter on linear equations, section 3.4, where we look at some things that are not linear equations to begin with, but we can turn them into linear equations. So, remember, a linear equation is something that has x to the first power, maybe something times that, some number like 7, plus numbers, 3 plus 9 minus 6 over 4, okay?
Yeah.
Equals 0. Or maybe some version of this, but the important thing is that you only have x's to the first power and you only have numbers. That's a nice linear equation. Okay. Here we have something that deviates from that pretty significantly because we don't have x to the first power, we have x to the minus first power. And so we wonder, well, wait a minute, what of the stuff we've talked about can we use? Because this isn't a linear equation.
Well, we can say that y equals 1 over x.
Okay, we're going to change it into a linear equation by substituting y equals 1 over x. And what does 3 over x become if y is 1 over x? 3y.
Plus 4.
What does 4 become if y equals 1 over x?
Stays 4.
Stays 4. And what does 1 over x equal?
Y.
Plus y
Equals 12.
equals 12.
So, this is 4y plus 4 equals 12.
Right.
4y equals 8 by subtracting 4 from both sides.
Okay.
So y equals 2.
Alright, so we solve the equation and we find y equals 2. But unlike with our linear equations, we're not done yet. This is an intermediate step here that we solved. So now, if y equals 2, what does x equal?
So 1 over x equals 2.
Okay.
We can multiply by x. 1 equals 2x. So x equals a half.
X equals a half. Okay. So if y equals 2, x equals a half. And y equals 1 over x, so that does seem to work. 1 over 1/2 is 2.
Yeah.
Okay. They're reciprocals of each other. Now the last thing we have to do is go back to our equation here and plug in x equals a half. So unfortunately I'm going to have to erase. But hopefully plugging in x equals a half does solve the equation correctly.
We definitely need a new coat of paint.
Yeah, I know. A new whiteboard paint. Okay, so 3 over x, if x is a half, 3 over 1/2 plus 4 plus 1 over 1/2 equals 12. That's what we're wondering. Does that equal 12? Okay, what does 3 over a half equal?
It's 3 times 2 plus 4 plus 2. Does this equal 12?
Exclamation point. Okay, well, does it?
It's 6 plus 4 plus 2. Does this equal 12? 10 plus 2, 12 equals 12.
12 does in fact equal 12. Okay, great, so we solved it. So what we did is we transformed this into a linear equation with a nice little substitution, y equals 1 over x. Our equation then became 3y plus 4 plus y equals 12, which we could solve easily using the techniques that we've learned about for solving linear equations. We found y equals 2. That meant x was equal to 1/2. Okay?
Yeah.
And having found x equals a half, we go back and plug in x equals a half, and we're done. All right?
Yep.
Okay, very good. High five.